Creating a gender equal world, Lawsy.
I think for me, grassroots is a big one in women's sport. I think, again, touching on when I was younger, my brother had a lot of opportunities that I didn't at that age. Maybe like 6 to 10 years old, my brother had a lot of teams he could go to, a lot of male teams, and yes, we could join in as females, but there wasn't any kind of female-based teams that we could go to. And I think I did an appearance not too long ago, and they said, like, what's the one thing you would change? I said, I think funding towards grassroots in the women's game, I think, is a big one. You know, for pitches, equipment, and I think for girls, when I was younger, at 6, 7, when I first, you know, went along to my brother's training, would it have been different if I had gone along to a girls-only session, or would more girls have been there if it was kind of as open as it was to boys? But for me, I think the one I've always got to go to is grassroots, and it's just that kind of builds the pathway to kind of where we are sitting now. And I think it's a big one that if the funding is there, which we have seen, the girls will come. You know, they've come in their thousands, and I think it's really important up and down the country to really, you know, invest in the grassroots side of the game, so we see, you know, young females coming through.
And you, Faye?
Yeah, maybe just as well getting more, well, I suppose it's the same, just getting more girls involved, whether that's putting opportunities on to come see our games, whether it's getting girls' clubs to, as a big group of them, as a big team, to come watch games, you know, get them involved in where they could be in 10 years' time, like what we said before with Rachel Brown, because we could see it, so we wanted to be it. So maybe creating more opportunities for fans and supporters to make it more accessible. I know that is a big thing, and we do try to do that as a league, but maybe just something little like that to help get more people involved.
Not knowing, but for you guys, anything different to grassroots that you might?
Yeah, I would just say about, like, putting effort into, like, building the fan base. I think obviously men's football is so big because of the fans, like, and so we saw after the women's Euros in England, when obviously England did really well, the attendances and viewing and all that stuff the next year was so good, and it's obviously it's not gone down, but I think, well, it might have gone down, but I think it's not where it was, and it was like we got it to such a good point, and now it's about maintaining, obviously keep pushing it. And I think if, you know, we can invest in building a fan base and, like, making it more accessible for fans and TV exposure, and obviously, you know, Sky have got deals, BBC have got deals and stuff, DAZN for the Champions League and stuff like that. So if you're just having the exposure, having it accessible, and then that will obviously help build the fan base and then build the sport in general.